So you watch my video, the best explanation on YouTube of how to allocate a crypto portfolio. You're trying to spread your own portfolio and you're realizing that you might not have enough room for all of the coins you're looking at. The decisions are tough and you're starting to feel like you're painstakingly selecting the best fantasy football team. Maybe you're looking at 2 coins and you feel like you're trying to pick between Marvel or DC. Or maybe you feel like you're trying to narrow down the best Disney snacks because you can only eat so many in a day when you're there at Disney. Watch this video until the very end and I'll show you how to grade the coins you're looking at, narrow down the best of the best so you get that Disney jumbo popcorn every time. Let's get it. I'm not a financial advisor. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, the BitBoy. If you want more top bull run portfolio content like this, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that noti bell. Here's what's important to keep in mind when you're choosing a coin for your portfolio. How does the project fare if you grade it in a certain key area? How about the team? Who's behind the development of the project? What other successful ventures are on their resume? Are they trustworthy based on the evidence that you have? SWE has to take the cake on this. Together, the team boasts a resume of working at Meta, Apple, JP Morgan, and Microsoft. Not to mention the institutional giant Franklin Templeton. That's right, they got the hashtag Benji fund. Yeah, they even said SWE has the best team in crypto. What about marketing? Is there a good sense of brand awareness behind this project? This matters for retail money coming into space, and it honestly matters for institutional investors as well. When it comes to Render's partnership and integration with Apple, this is marketing in action. Doesn't get better than that. A runner-up is HBAR. When you see the BitBoy's hands raised to victory in the Karate Combat pit, you can't miss that big H for Hedera in the middle of that map. Crypto is an attention economy. What about past price performance? Has the project shown that it has fundamentals during important times in the market? Is it putting in higher highs and higher lows, cycle over cycle? If there's not that much price history to go off, are there other bullish indicators on the charts? Solana is a great example. Its performance during the last bull market and its run up to this year's Bitcoin halving shows you that Sol has the fundamentals it takes to melt faces. What about community? Does the project have a strong, loyal community of investors surrounding it? When you think of a project, is it mostly traders that will come in and out of the project? Or is there a base of diehard loyal supporters who've made a project their tribe in crypto? Don't get me wrong here, tribalism in crypto can be problematic. After all, we want every good project to succeed. We should celebrate interoperability and innovation for the crypto space as a whole. But when you're looking at a coin for your portfolio, a dedicated community of supporters is an important sign for momentum and stability. The XRP army is probably the most dedicated community in crypto. How about utility? Are people using the product or chain that the project is building? This is important. If a tree falls in the woods and no one was there to hear it, did it really fall? For layer 1 chains, there are a lot of questions in this regard. How many dApps are built on the chain? How much money is sitting in decentralized finance? On-chain lending and borrowing protocols. This is called TVL or total value locked. How many developers are working on protocols and smart contracts on the chain? SWE, Solana, AVAX, Algo. Utility is a race that all of these projects are pulling ahead on in one metric or the other. But the best use case has to go to XRP. It doesn't care about attracting dApps and developers. XRP is winning a race of its own where honestly, it's the only competitor. XRP is the elite's chosen instrument to overhaul the world banking system and move global liquidity across borders in an instant. This really is the ultimate utility. Runner-up goes to Ondo. With a minimum $16 trillion market proposition for real-world assets on chain, Ondo is BlackRock's choice for tokenized US treasuries. Now, speculation. This one's simple. How many investors out there are speculating on the price of the project? If you search on crypto Twitter or crypto YouTube, how much speculation do you see about the future price of a coin? This is a good sign of investor interest in the project. Just remember, people are, at the end of the day, speculating on the price. Be ready to take profits when you've reached your own goals. I can go many directions with this. XRP, Pyth, Solana. There are a lot of projects out there with a strong sense of price speculation. Chart. This kind of goes hand in hand with past price performance, but the question is, what is the chart telling technical analysts about the future of a coin's price? Are there any patterns or big gaps in volume to be made aware of? Be sure to check out AJ's channel at AJ Writes Crypto for some of the best, most consistent charting of your favorite altcoins thrown at you every day. Tech. How good is the technology? That's why we're here, right? This is especially important for layer 1 platforms. You're asking developers to build protocols on your chain. Is it slow and old? Or is it fast and cutting edge? Honestly, SWE once again has to take the cake. Its speed alone has put it in the conversation to be the Solana of this cycle. Decentralization is important because you don't want a centralized entity to control too much of a project's token supply or too much of the chain's governance. Simply put, this spells risk. You don't want a centralized power to be able to pause a blockchain. You don't want a project you're invested in to be susceptible to hacks or insider manipulation. So zero downtime is a great sign for a blockchain. Even I have to admit, Cardano's on-chain governance makes it the most decentralized in all of crypto outside of Bitcoin. It's just too bad it's not leading in these other areas. Maybe there's a connection, but I digress. Lastly, tokenomics. Bad tokenomics can hurt the overall grade of an otherwise tremendous project. Many people often don't stop long enough to ask how much of a project's token supply is currently in circulation and how many tokens are going to be released into the supply over the next year. In other words, what's the inflation rate of the token? 40% of the US dollar supply was printed in 1 year during COVID, and look what happened to the dollar's purchasing power. A great example of this problem in crypto is the fact that Sandbox is going to have a hell of a time trying to make a new all-time high. It might not even come close. The Sand price crushed the market in 2021, but token supply has basically tripled since then, making it have to work that much harder just to get back to its all-time high. After Ethereum's burning mechanism was introduced through EIP 1559, we thought ETH was going to turn long-term deflationary and possibly have the best tokenomics in crypto. It has to actually be getting enough transactions for that to happen though. Bitcoin is a great example of the power of tokenomics and decentralization. It's precisely the tokenomics of Bitcoin through the halving that drives the price. Its tech is old and slow, there's no team, no marketing. Yes, number one. Maybe first to market is the best marketing, but I digress. Are the coins in your portfolio getting a passing grade? Drop your comments down below. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more of the best bull run portfolio content on crypto YouTube. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.